What's up, guys? It's Paladin Null. I'm here with my friend CPQ.
Hi.
And welcome out to another episode of Dream Daddy, the dad dating simulator. And we are live on Facebook.
Alright.
So there we go. Without further ado, so in the last episode, we decided not to roll until this episode. We also decided that we're going to make sure we get to 2 dates with every single dad before we go on a final date with any of them. So currently, our dateable options, as we have already maxed out Brian and Damien currently, is Craig, Matt, Robert, Joseph, or Hugo. Currently, Matt, Hugo, and Joseph have all had 1 date. We have not dated Robert or Craig yet.
I want to get to know Robert. I love Bad Dad.
So without further ado, CPQ, give us that roll.
Alright, so we got 5 of them to choose from. Here
5
we
of
go.
them to choose from.
5.
Joseph it is.
Alright, Joseph.
Tier 2 Joseph, let's go.
Yay!
If you press the ignition too long, you'll just flood the engine. Don't eat too close to your bedtime. I love that these are legitimate dad things.
Yeah. Bird in the hand is better than a bird in the eye.
Except for that one.
I feel like that's a dad joke, though.
It's a dad joke, but it's not a dad tip.
Did you look at this?
What?
My finger?
No.
The vampire got me?
No, you had a band-aid on it.
Yeah, I know. But look at this.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. That bird's a little shit. Anyway. It's been a long day of clipping coupons. Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me. I wonder what Joseph's up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store and meet with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Hey Joseph, wanna hang? It takes a moment for Joseph to respond. Randy! Hope you finally recovered from your brownie-induced coma. And I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice.
That does just sound nice.
And be a chaperone with me, because I need the help. Less nice. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out, of course. I suppose I just wanted some me and Joseph time, maybe to get to know him a little better. Ah, what the heck. My friend needs some help.
See, that's how you know a good friend. It's like, hey, you could do this thing with me. And also please help out. And you're like, ah, damn. Whatever, he needs my help. Let's go for it.
I type back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight.
That sounds like me every time during Comic-Con. They're just like, alright, so here's when you can actually ask for your, like, scheduled times off to do whatever. And I was like, you just fucking give me whatever times you want, I'll be there. You tell me, hey, you gotta go do this line, I'll go do this line. You tell me I literally have to recreate the entire structure around this event because it's causing a congestion in the middle of the hallway, I'll do that shit. You just gotta tell me where I'll need to go and I'll do it. So that's how I handle, that kind of stuff. But anyway.
Joseph lets me know the details. It starts pretty soon. I should get ready. I knock on Amanda's door and peek in.
Hey, Amanda. I'm about to head out.
Hey! Where are you off to? Are you gonna go extreme couponing?
I'm actually gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening in Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you.
Huh. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends.
Considering all your old ones fucking dumped you.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Fuck those guys. Let's murder them.
Make some good Christian friends. They're the freakiest.
They are the freakiest.
That's not a joke.
The Christian kids are better liars.
They are. That's a good attitude.
But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potential free food.
Also a valid reason to go.
Yes, girl.
Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today.
Can I trade them in for a daughter lava lamp?
Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring. Or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs.
I like those things.
They try their hardest. It's inspirational.
We arrive at the church to find that nobody's... Why?
No.
Why? I'm sorry. I'm looking at the sign.
Yeah, so am I.
We arrive at the church to find that nobody's here. There are decorations and balloons and banners and everything, but no youths. I've been to a couple of dances in my life, and not that I want to paint myself as some sort of dance expert, but generally dances require people. And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled.
You're here. I need your help.
Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church doors. It reads, "Jesus is coming." Yikes.
What?
Well, that's certainly a thing.
God made all things, Amanda. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. I genuinely can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good. You know what God also does? Forgives. He forgives teenagers and he never, ever breaks their box mods.
Are you gonna break Ernest's box mod?
No, Amanda. That would be a sin. I think. That one's right after sloth. Randy, I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help?
Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins rapidly scanning the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food.
The food's already set up.
I'm gonna do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm gonna eat your food. Amanda's able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get another word in.
Phew, she can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs. I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out that they were all right. You must have been devastated. It was Armageddon. No, I get it. I'll workshop it. There's a gym in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're here, Randy. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me out here for my strong arms and height advantage? A little both. Little column A, little column B. It's always something with you, Joseph.
Wink.
Something handsome and pious? You're not that pious. Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Randy. God said that. God was also a bush one time. True. I love all of their conversations.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
I love how Joseph is standing there like hearing a guy joke about religion, and he's just kind of like, okay.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That you have to understand some of those stories sound ridiculous.
They do. They really do.
And a lot of the stuff from the Old Testament seems like stuff that was created to make sure that people didn't kill each other.
That's fair.
Like, yes, there are other things involved there, but it almost certainly just feels like something that was created to make sure that people aren't killing each other.
That's fair. Even though they did anyway.
New Testament feels a bit more realistic. There could have been a Jesus. He could have been somebody who taught people peace, love, and all that.
Yeah.
It's hard to debate other things, but as far as everything else goes, those things seem real enough.
Yeah.
But the Old Testament miracles seem outlandish to the degree of somebody creating something entirely on... Sorry, I shouldn't be going on.
I mean, they could have happened.
They could have happened.
It just sounds kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean...
God has a sense of humor.
Weirder shit has happened in the world. So I'm not going to pretend
God
like
has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner.
Hey.
That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday.
Of course it is. Any ideas?
Kirk Douglas.
What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Oh, right. I forgot about those.
But I realize my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get a leverage on the tiny staples.
That's why you just grab the banner in the middle and jump off of the ladder. You got a hammer I could pry these off? Randy, this is a church. We get a little nervous about hammers. And nails. I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer.
Hey.
But we have to hurry. The youth will be here any moment. And I'll never hear the end of this if we don't fix it.
Get some paint and fix it while it's still up there.
Wait, that's you.
Oh, wait, I have an idea. I run to grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back onto the ladder.
I can't get it down, but we can send a different message.
I only got one shot here. Let's do this right.
Jesus is coming. Jesus isn't coming.
I'm sorry.
Or Jesus
I'm
is
sorry.
calming.
No. Jesus is cumin.
Cumin?
Jesus isn't coming. Jesus is calming. Why can't we do something normal? Why can't we turn the U into an O? Okay. Let me number it.
Top to bottom. I swear we should just actually go for Jesus is calming, but please.
3.
Yes! Top to bottom got us. Jesus is calming anyway. It looks
Maybe
so
we'll
bad.
turn the U into an A and an L somehow. It's a little tight, but it works.
See? Aha! Well, that's true, I guess. Bask in his calming presence, Joseph. Relax. Crisis averted. Let's just hope the youths don't notice.
Joseph checks his watch.
The DJ should have been here by now.
Just
Oh,
then, the doors
boy.
swing open and a man struts in with his DJing equipment.
Oh.
Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle.
That's the good stuff.
He's wearing cargo shorts
This is Spin Master Quinn.
and boots.
Yeah, I see that too. He's trying for the what's it called? The absolute territory.
Oh my god.
He's doing the absolute territory.
Alright.
Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all of his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe. I'm filling in for him.
Hey.
I do envy him, though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Haha. Are you alright? Alright, I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn.
There's a sweat drop. He sighs heavily.
My feelings are
I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the 1s and 2s to give myself a sense of purpose in life.
Is he okay?
Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that youths will like that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right?
that's
The DJ thinks for a moment.
Believe me, buddy, I got what you need. Okay, great. Then I'll let you set up then.
The DJ leaves.
Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was just gonna play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. that's pretty good. I
After
love
some
that.
time, kids from the community start filing into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at other groups of teens.
Ah, yes, the teen turf wars. I remember them all too well at dances.
Yep. Man, do I not miss being a teenager at social functions.
I remember my favorite teen turf war that ever happened at my old school was that there was a turf war between the jocks and the rednecks, who were actually the same people, but they both decided that they had to take one aspect of their personality and make that their entire aspect so that they could have a turf war. This led to a bunch of dudes showing up in polo shirts or jerseys of their favorite football teams, and another group showing up entirely in camo. And if these groups were to collide in the hallways, a literal fight would break out between people who, not only 2 days before, would have considered each other very good friends.
Just because they thought it was fun? or
No clue. I want to say like a jock made fun of a redneck at some point, and then all of the rednecks grouped up together, losers and popular people together that were all rednecks grouped up to defend themselves, and all the jocks grouped up that were like particularly jockey, specifically like a lot of the football guys and the baseball guys, because those are the two big sports in our thing, grouped up together, and they formed their own group, and then they kind of just butted heads for a week, which ended in a scare where everybody assumed that the rednecks were going to come to school with their hunting rifles.
of course they would.
Of course, I did not go home. A lot of kids were like, well, we're just not going to show up to school that day. I went to school, and it was me and like 2 other people in every one of my classes, and we did no work that day.
Awesome. So you got counted as there and did nothing. So that's awesome.
And did nothing. I think I literally pulled out my PSP and played Yeast 7 the entire time.
That's awesome.
It was a good day.
Sleepy boy. He's just sleeping on the floor because he was too tired to make it to his bed.
Which is a real shame, because it's cute when he sleeps in his
It
bed.
is cute when he sleeps in his
But
bed.
it's very cute when you can see him sleeping on the ground.
I love
Anyway,
Man,
no,
do I not?
I already reread that. Hey, party people!
Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ.
DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with the sound the people want.
We're off to a good start.
All right.
This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah!
A few half-hearted yeahs echo through the crowd.
All right.
Alright!
That's the
He
good
sighs
stuff.
again.
Man, it's been a heavy couple days. This next one's actually just for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out, my little honeysuckle vine.
Now, who wants to
The
listen
DJ
to
begins playing Creep by Radiohead.
There it is.
I don't even know Creep by Radiohead.
We should listen to it after this. It's not a good song.
All right. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in one hand and punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Tom York swears. There they go.
Maybe we should do something about this.
Joseph runs up to us.
He's killing the vibe. They're listening to swears. Sad swears. We have to do something.
You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by R.E.M.
R.E.M..
Or at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon.
You want to help us cheer him up?
Actually, I just saw my friend, Frederico.
Is that the same as Jammy? Or the player formerly known as Mouse Cop? So CPQ had never seen East West Bowl 1 or 2 before this. So I decided to force her to watch East and West Bowls 1 and 2. Which were amazing. Fudge. Alright. Frederico?
He's from Latin.
I didn't know you were taking a Latin class.
I'm not.
So he's from the country Latin.
Yes, it exists. Don't Google it.
You can go, Amanda. It's fine.
And she's gone.
And she's gone.
I am so sad.
I am so sad.
Joseph and I make our way to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry.
Hey, bud.
That's the good
Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not?
Hey.
I'm sorry, fellas. Just taking a moment to find my groove. Gotta play sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? That's not how DJing works. Shut up and play the hits. Play the booty bumpers. I want Jesus.
It's what
It's what Jesus would have wanted. Oh boy. Bottom to top.
1.
Listen, buddy. This is a church functions. The songs you're playing seem... they're a bit much, don't you think? It's kind of bringing everyone down. You put on some top 40 stuff, lift everyone's spirits. When everybody's dancing and happy, it makes the good Lord happy. Right, Joseph?
Oh.
Hey, that was not terrible. The good Lord does love a song that slaps. And he's a minister, so you know he means it. Let Jesus take the wheel here.
Hey!
You want me to play Jesus Take the Wheel? That is the opposite of what I want you to do.
That is the opposite of what I want.
Hey, buddy. It's problems you're having with...
That's the good stuff.
Joseph leans into me.
What was his wife's name again?
Susan.
Was it Susan?
It was Susan.
All right. Bottom to top.
3.
Yes.
Good.
It was. I was pretty sure it was Sandra.
Oh, fuck.
Having problems with Susan.
Fuck.
It's Sandra. I can help you too. I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job here. I'm very good at it. Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
I can tell you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know.
Oh, Cracker Bills.
Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly. Crying quietly.
There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn.
With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. They have an ice cream here. They have ice cream here.
They have an ice cream here, and I took it. I took the entire ice cream, all of it.
I thought it was gonna say ice cream machine.
They had it on a pedestal. It was being protected by reverse heaters, also known as like refrigeration units that just shoot pure refrigeration straight at it so that it would not melt. I assume it might have been almost like a Hanukkah sort of thing where I wasn't supposed to touch it. It was like it was shaped in a menorah. The cone was literally, it was at the bottom, it goes up and it just goes out. And there are 12 separate scoops, one for each thing, and they were all different flavors. I took all of them. Every last bit of it. It's my ice cream now. I believe this makes me the Lord.
This is the worst bit you've ever done.
I have eaten the Lord's ice cream.
This
I am
is the
now
worst bit you've ever done.
Why? How is this the worst bit I've ever done?
I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look at you guys.
How is this? Oh no, I need to dissect this. How is this the worst bit I've ever done?
It just is.
Explain it in words.
I can't. It's that bad, okay?
Could you explain it in interpretive dance?
No.
Aw. I was about to scoot away and I was going to pull the camera as close as I could for your interpretive dance to finish this bit off. But apparently my bits are bad,
Fine,
so let's
fine.
just... No, it's too late. We've missed it. You've missed your point.
Are you sure? I could dance with the thing.
Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there?
Well, for a
Don't
dance...
leave that on my head. It will fall on my floor.
Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing.
Ah.
Looks like people are starting to bail, though.
Okay.
This is a disaster.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream? Top notch.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Randy. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not gonna make you stay here for the train wreck. It's not a disaster. We can fix this. We can...
I suddenly realized what we have to do.
Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this. Or be seen with me after this.
Oh, no. Oh, God. You're not going to... I throw my car keys to Amanda.
I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now. Not as what I am about to become.
Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door.
Lords of
Joseph, I'm gonna turn up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out?
Oh.
Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done as much as I do.
Yeah.
See you on the other side. See you on the other side.
Joseph and I walk out onto the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure what we're doing. Time to get our groove
Please
on.
tell me I get to play Dance Dance Revolution.
Let's start them off. Oh.
Let's start them off easy and work our way up to more technical stuff. The lawnmower, roll the dice, or the worm. We have to start with the lawnmower, right? Well, we have to start with whatever the dice decide. Middle, bottom, top.
3.
Starting with a lawnmower.
All right, let's rip start this baby. I start lawn mowing the dance floor. Joseph seems to respond to that and decides to mow another patch of grass on the dance floor.
That's the stuff.
I look around. Well, it looks like we've got everyone's attention.
All right, Randy, let's turn up the heat. Shopping cart, sprinkler, or the running man. I love all of these. Bottom to top.
2.
The sprinkler.
1.
I pull out. That's you.
I pull out a classic. Hand behind the head, pointer finger out. I point at and make direct eye contact with several of the youths in the room. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands. We must water the lawn. We just came off the end of an imaginary drought and the grass is dying. Don't worry, imaginary grass, we got
We're creating
you.
a story. We mowed the lawn,
And now
now we're watering it.
I look around to the youths. They're getting into it.
Nice work, but we better pick it up or they'll lose interest quick. The windmill, the cabbage patch, or a hammer slide. Oh, fuck, hammer slide. Top to bottom.
1.
Cabbage patch.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with a cabbage patch. Joseph
I actually
follows
don't
my
know what the
lead.
cabbage patch is.
We both take our arms and move them around in a circle, as I assume you would in the cabbage patch. I look around to the youths. I think they like agriculture.
We did do 3 agriculture
We
things.
did.
They're not looking too lively yet, but we can still turn it around. Moonwalk, butter churn, attempt twerking.
Please.
Oh shit, bottom to
Please.
top.
1.
Attempt twerking.
Oh, good. Bottom top. Twerking is still a thing kids do, right?
More McDonald's.
I gyrate my butt. Oh, this feels bad. This is really rough on my lower back. Several of the kids have their heads in their hands. One kid is filming me with his phone. My career in politics is over. Alright, maybe twerking wasn't the best choice.
Alright, time for the big finish. Attempt an unrehearsed backflip. Lift Joseph up, dirty dancing style, or death drop.
Oh, God.
Top, bottom, middle.
3.
Yes.
Lift Joseph up, dirty dancing style.
I approach Joseph and motion that I'm about to lift him up.
Oh, Cracker Barrel.
Are you strong enough to do that?
Let's hope.
I don't know.
Let's hope. Without regard for human safety, I summon all of my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite dirty dancing, but Joseph is a good sport and spreads his arms while I spin him in a circle. I look at the crowd. They seem to love it. I look around the room to see if we convinced any of the youths to come dance. Nothing. Just a bunch of kids staring at us. I guess we didn't capture their hearts with the magic of dance. One of the kids yawns. Oh.
Well, we gave it our best shot. I'm gonna have to organize some sort of game so they don't start making out with each other. Thanks for coming, Randy, but I should take it from here.
Aw.
No, we failed the date!
No.
Can we please, like, retry that? Yeah, fuck that. We're not getting a rank C. We're retrying that.
Okay.
I'm not letting us get out of that with that. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This one.
You ain't wanna... Okay.
What?
Okay, good.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm just gonna make choices here.
Okay.
This is really old though. This is
While ago.
yeah. Hold on, can I load the other one then?
DJ Spin Master. Hey. Now, who wants to listen to Radiohead's?
Yay for speed clicking.
Sad Master Quiz. That's the good stuff.
Okay.
Let's see here. Play the booty bumpers. That's what Jesus would have wanted. I was fine with that choice.
Hey. Hey.
Sandra.
Hey. I heard some my feelings hurt.
Alright. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm fine with start with the lawnmower,
Okay.
sprinkler,
Okay.
cabbage patch, butter churn. What are you doing? Churning butter, obviously.
Ooh, that's...
That's basically the same thing as the cabbage patch. Gotta spice it up or we're gonna lose the kids for sure. Time for the big finish.
Okay.
Death drop, attempt an unrehearsed backflip, or lift Joseph up Dirty Dancing style. Should we attempt an unrehearsed backflip?
That's gonna get the kids laughing, because we're gonna fail.
Oh, that's you.
I've seen plenty of people do backflips before. Can't be that hard, right? I bend my knees and throw my arms back. Joseph grabs me.
Randy, don't you dare.
I know.
I know I could land it. I'm not letting you break your neck in my church. You're not insured for that.
Joseph and I turn to the crowd of impressionable preteens and await their response. For a moment, the silence is deafening, but soon the kids explode into laughter and applause. Joseph and I stare at an ambivalent glance. Dads like us may not be the best dancers, but we're the best at embarrassing ourselves. The kids rush to the dance floor, gleefully imitating our inept moves. I look around the room to see if we convinced any of the youths to come to dance.
We did, though.
What?
What?
Nothing. Just a bunch of... What? What?
Okay, I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
I
They
feel like
all just ran to...
we have to get it all right, though. Somehow.
I'm gonna cheat.
Got us a B.
We gotta-
I'm not giving up on this. We're getting a good rating on this one.
DJ's Master. I am. Now, who wants to listen to Radiohead's Creep?
Oh. Well, I actually have something that I can use to make this go by faster.
Okay, what?
Give me a second. Where is my Skyrim, Terraria, PUBG profile? Overwatch MOBA. Fallout
I have all
Divinity,
the
Arc
answers.
Astroneer. It's not just profile, is it? No, it's not. I have a profile in here, and it might be my Skyrim profile. Are you what I need?
I have all the answers.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter which profile I use. I'm just gonna use, I'm gonna take my, this profile right here. I'm
Okay.
gonna turn the R key.
Into the speed key?
I have a, macro key that is rapid click.
I don't know what he's doing either. I need some Tobler.
No, that's play once. I don't want you to play once. I want you to toggle continuous play on and off. So what I've done is my little thing here.
Uh-huh.
So normally to make the text go by faster, you have to click, right?
Yep.
I have now turned this button into turn on clicking fast and turn off clicking fast. So,
Okay.
Aww.
Hey!
Awesome.
yeah.
Wait. That's not how DJing works.
That's not how DJing works.
Master Quill.
Sandra. This is literally like the fastest. This thing is currently clicking at a click per millisecond. Lawnmower,
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice. I should have read that. Sorry, my bad.
Well, sprinkler.
Sprinkler.
Turn it off then.
Oh.
I had it. I turned it off on and off.
Cabbage patch.
Cabbage patch.
Moonwalk.
Moonwalk.
Death drop.
Death drop. I've seen enough internet videos of this move where I literally think I could nail it. On the beat drop, I kick my leg up and dramatically fall to the floor, my back landing on the ground with a shablam.
All the kids immediately start screaming. They know what's up. But at what cost? I will feel this for weeks to come. My chiropractor is gonna be pissed.
Lawrence of Arabia.
What was that? The future of dance.
The kids swarm the dance floor. They're all laughing and dancing to the music. Looks like our job here is done. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to dance and laugh, and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs.
Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. What? I have something to show you.
Is it your penis? Joseph leads me out of the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet.
Joseph, I think I lost you.
His hand finds mine in the darkness.
I'm right here.
I'm glad he can't see my blush. We keep walking.
Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. I actually have to admit I was a little dishonest to you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend.
Joseph closes the door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of his church now. What could he possibly have planned?
So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle, where our only worry is to try to find that lost shaker of salt. Since we can't actually do that, I figure I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite Margaritaville, but something like it.
Joseph throws the lights on.
Margarita Zone! It's his office! Welcome to the Margarita Zone.
I look around as my eyes adjust to the light. It's his office, but there are twinkling lights strung across the walls, little garlands of fake flowers, and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Ukulele music plays softly in the background.
Joseph, this is amazing. There's no pop-tops to step on here, buddy. You did this for me?
Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same with my wink.
I did this for us. I think we've both earned it.
I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas.
You really went all out. I have a flair for the dramatic. You can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita.
I take a sip of mine. This is a killer margarita. I would follow this man.
Do you think the dance is gonna go okay without our sick dance moves? No, not here. You're missing the point of Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget about your worries for a while.
Aww. I'm not gonna look at the answers.
That was. I just wanted us to get to this point.
Okay.
So top to bottom.
Oh, wrong one. Wrong app.
Let's get tattoos of Mexican cuties. It's heaven on earth with an onion slice. Grinding Nemo.
Grinding Nemo. What?
It's because dancing.
Oh.
And tropical. Watch out for blown out flip flops.
Number it.
Top to bottom. I said that earlier.
Oh.
1.
Thank God.
That's a real fear. Thankfully, no heels will get cut in my version of Margarita Zone.
Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he's made.
You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? It's uninteresting. I left home young, got into a lot of trouble. What kind of trouble? Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country, went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not too proud of. But I was young and in love. I didn't have to answer to anybody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take the kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Sorry, I didn't mean to get heavy here. It's okay. Seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. You need to talk about it, and I'm here for you.
Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix.
Finding emo? Is that for if we were playing through what's his name?
Emo Dad.
Yes. Emo Dad, that is his name. Dracul. I'm gonna call him Dracul. It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot. Let's be honest, Shape of Water is The Little Mermaid and 50 Shades of Grey combined. I still need to see Shape of Water. I haven't seen it yet.
It's fish sex, Paladin. There's not much you're missing.
I still need to see it. Didn't it get an Oscar?
I don't know. I don't watch the Oscars.
No, it's Finding Nemo puns.
Can you hand me the shaker?
Yeah. You feel like you need?
I need a drink for this.
There you go.
What the hell is on the bottom of my glass? I don't care.
It was a bug! You drank bug juice! Ew!
Let me see what you have!
A knife!
No!
I love that video so much. I love the edit even better.
Oh yeah, I found an edit of the girls from Doki Doki, and it was amazing.
Okay, so it did get an Oscar. That's
Good.
right, because Guillermo del Toro,
It's amazing?
well, he went on stage, and do you remember the faux pas last year where La La Land was supposed to get it?
No.
So La La Land, a bunch of people assumed that La La Land was going to get an Oscar.
Okay.
It was nominated for an Oscar, and then the guy got the envelope, pulled it out, and went, and then the Oscar goes to La La Land. And then everybody went, oh, it was La La Land, oh, it's a big thing, whatever, we're screaming, and we were so excited. And then, like, before everybody could finish screaming and be excited, he went, oh wait, I'm actually wrong. This is not for La La Land. It's for some other movie nobody's heard of. That was serious Oscar bait, and people actually enjoyed La La Land. And then everybody went, oh well, this is incredibly disappointing. I don't care now. Oddish enjoys that fine. Oh, you have awoken the beast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beast.
Oh, that yawn.
Big yawn.
Oddish, have you seen my ferret yet? You're here now, so pull him out. We need to look at him now. This is going to be something that happens on every stream from this point forward now until he's like old.
Baby?
I recently got a ferret, so if you ever see us looking like away,
He's a sleepy boy. He's 2 months old. He was born December 31st. His name is Pixel, and we have already trained him not to bite.
he's a sweetie. Watch this.
He's a sleepy paladin. He might not fight.
He's yawning. Yeah, no, he's not gonna fight.
Yeah, sometimes he will nibble at your hand and grab you with
Nope.
his hands. He's still sleepy. I'll hold him a little bit higher. We love him so much.
Look
I'm
at the
his
camera,
mommy.
Pixel.
Paladin says I'm his mommy because I help take care of him.
Pixel is the cutest.
Hi,
All right.
baby. Hi, sleepy boy.
While you're holding on to Pixel, I'm gonna read the next line.
Oh, bless you.
He's a sneezy boy as well. It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot. Or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could strum on my six string while I wait for the shrimp to boil. Drinking margaritas all the time, forgetting my worries.
Okay.
It's an easy life.
He wants to play, so now I have to put him back. He's not going to sit still.
In Beauty and the Beast, did she commit bestiality? She technically, unless...
She never had anything other than dancing with him
until he was a
until after
human.
he was human.
Then
And
they
technically,
fricked.
They totally fricked. And give him kisses and loves. Bye-bye.
He doesn't... I don't kiss him. He's okay with head scratches.
I like giving kisses. Is that not okay?
No, you're fine with giving him kisses.
No,
I just don't do the kisses. Alright, Pixel's gonna go back to sleep now.
Hey, go to sleep, little stinker.
You wanted to, you could leave him out for a little bit. He can't get into too much trouble. Maybe try to like...
But I won't be paying attention to.
Yeah.
Put your head back in, please.
He'll put his head back in if you close it. Here's the thing. If he will use the restroom...
It's gonna get there.
If he uses the restroom while he's in his cage,
We can let him out?
we can let him out.
Okay.
Because it'll be a while before he actually does
Goes
anything.
again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my final beer though. It's the final bottle. Da-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na.
Hi, Stinker.
Alcohol.
He went up to the second floor, so maybe he will poop.
Maybe. Or he might just go to his cage. Or he might go into his ship.
He's just laying down next to the ship now.
Yeah. He's not used to hearing me yell because I'm not that loud around him. Okay. I had a Margaritaville once. Oh. But I think the closest I'm ever gonna get back to this is Margarita Zone. A short of occasional reprieve from my daily life. Is that such a bad thing?
He went back in his
This
cage.
is pretty nice.
He went back in his ship.
Yeah, he's gonna fall asleep. It doesn't last forever. That's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them. Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better than Margaritaville. Because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp?
Oddish lives matter.
If she did fuck him, would she have a beast or a human?
He was only a beast because of a curse. Their child would be human.
Do we know that? She could have. The witch changed a bunch of shit about him. It wasn't like
The beast changed his appearance, not his DNA.
they changed his physical aspect. His mind was still intact, but his body, every last bit of his body was changed. So why would that not change the physiological DNA of his sperm as well?
I don't know. I mean, the curse was broken.
Yeah, but if he had fucked Beast, if she had fucked Beast and gotten impregnated by Beast, not Adam,
Okay.
Beast.
Under the assumption that his DNA was changed, that means the chromosomes of Beast and Belle would not be able to work together. So then the chromosomes would not work together and be able to create new life.
But what if it was like a liger? Tigers, or like a mule. A horse and a donkey, when they breed, they create a mule.
Horses and donkeys are very similar. Beasts and humans are not.
There's no such thing as a beast. So let's throw in that beasts and humans are similar.
He was a chimera, if you want to be technical about it. He was a chimera.
So then they're just gonna have Edward. Edward?
Don't do
She was a chimera as well.
Her name was Nina, first of all.
Actually, she was a homunculus. She was not a chimera. She was a homunculus.
She wasn't a homunculus.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Was she not? Was she a chimera?
A homunculus happens when someone is trying to bring a human back to life.
Right.
A chimera
She was
is a mix between two different creatures.
She was a chimera. Right. I need to watch Full Metal
We need to watch that movie. They have a live-action movie on Netflix now. I've heard mixed
Full
reviews.
Metal? Fuck, I do need to watch that then.
It just came out a couple weeks
I
ago.
heard I've heard mixed things
We
about
need to see Death Note too.
I've heard mixed things about the presentation, but one thing I haven't heard mixed things on was the casting. They apparently got the casting fucking down for that movie. For Full Metal.
Thought you hadn't heard of the Full Metal movie.
No, when you said it and then you were like, oh, it's on the thing, I remembered immediately.
Okay.
Like, I thought you were talking about, when you said live action, I realized what you were talking about.
Yeah.
When you just said we need to see that movie, I was like, wait, they had like a Nina movie? That feels like a lot. She was just a
Oh, no,
single
I'm sorry.
episode. Yeah,
She's in the movie.
Nina was a chimera. Okay.
She's in the movie.
Yeah.
Get ready to cry, bitches. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm so excited.
And Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding those little pieces of Margarita Zone. Sorry, every time I say Margarita, I slacks back into Joseph.
Yeah.
This is the problem of having one person do a million voices.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
At least I only had to do 4 voices for the thing.
Love the FMA movie. All right, that's a review from Oddish. Good.
All right,
good
we trust Oddish, right?
I trust Oddish. He
Told
did
you.
cry. I trust Oddish with my life.
Okay.
Please don't disuse that.
I don't
Oddish.
trust anybody with my life.
Not even yourself.
Not even myself.
Trust no one, not even yourself. They've got the gun. It's him sitting there, and then it's himself with a gun to the back of his head.
I love it.
Trust no one, not even
Hey,
yourself.
thirsty boy.
Not even your smelf.
You're a thirsty boy, aren't you?
He's drank half of his water.
That's a lot of water. Have you refilled it at all?
No.
Goodness, that's a lot of water.
4.1 out of 10. I mean 5. 5 out of 10?
4.1 out of 5.
Oh, 4.1 out of 5. Okay. I was gonna say 5 out of 10. That's only half. I thought you said you liked it. 4.1 out of 5. That's not terrible. That's like what, an 8.2 out of 10?
Yeah.
Or an 82 if somebody was going off of a 100
Yeah.
base score. You gave it an 82 on Metacritic.
You would have passed.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It's a B.
Honestly, like when people do things about reviews all the time where they're worried about like, you know, the review of one thing over another. And people talk about like, oh, if it's not at least a 7 or an 8 out of 10, it's not worth looking at.
Yeah.
It's like, no, fuck that. A 4 out of 10 is still worth looking at if it's got the things you're looking for.
Yeah.
You just have to read the reviews. Like, let's take into account, there's a game called Front Mission Evolved. It is a not that good shooter, third-person shooter, but it is a customization mech third-person shooter. And it had a 6 out of 10 rating on Metacritic and a lot of other things.
I watched a horror movie called Veronica last night, And
you were freaking out about that.
I was terrified. It was amazing. But like I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be that great because the average reviews on it were 2 stars. But I skimmed through them and they were like, 2 stars because it's in Spanish. 2 stars because it's in Spanish. 1 star because it's in Spanish. I'm like, fuck you.
Just fucking read the subs.
So like, if you want to watch a movie instead of read it, this is not the movie for you.
You don't understand. Like, we're used to it because we watch a lot of anime. So subs is not a thing for us. Like, we just watch the fucking subs.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, especially for a lot of Americans, reading subtitles is an outlandish thing. Fucking nobody reads subs.
Yeah.
Whereas subs is usually the best way to view something because you get the original actor's inflection.
Yeah.
What the original version or vision of it was. Obviously, there are certain things where the dubs are better.
Yeah.
Like, if you're ever gonna watch Black Clover, if you're ever gonna watch Black Clover, dear God, watch it in the dub because the sub is unbearable. The main voice actor in the sub yells in such an annoying voice.
He has, like, the end of every one of his lines is a yell.
Yeah. He'll literally just, like, if I were to replicate it in English, it would have been basically me going, man, I'm really happy to be out here today!
You're gonna break people's ears.
Headphones warning. The audio on the FMA English is...
Discursive.
Discursive.
I don't know what that means. That's awfully optimistic of you.
Like watching anime and dub, then the sub.
That's fair.
I usually like what. Well, so there's I am back and forth on subs versus dub. There are some shows where I refuse to watch the dub, especially if I've already watched the sub. Like, despite thinking that Little Witch Academia, the dub is better than the sub of the original Little Witch, when we watched the TV show, I watched the whole thing in sub. I can't watch it in dub now.
I'm going through the dub right now, and I still think it's equally as good. It's A+.
Yeah, if you're watching it for the first time, watch it in the dub. I just can't switch between the two. I can't do it.
I can for certain shows.
I
Black
have to watch it
Butler,
in one or
Lauren
the
High
other.
School Host Club, and Little Witch are the 3 I can switch between really easily.
That's awfully optimistic of you. We should probably play the video game.
Yeah, I've been hoping.
We should just do a podcast.
We should.
It doesn't have to be anything big. For me, I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning to see my daughter smile, or
I smile at Joseph.
to spend some quality time with a good friend. Yeah? Yeah.
I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops out of his chair.
It's getting late. We should head back. Sure.
Joseph and I make sure the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac.
You'd watch the podcast? That's awesome.
I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway.
I've wanted to turn, if you and I ever have our own house or our own apartment where we can do our own things, I want to create a podcast of us and our friends. Like, take Thursday hookah night, right? But instead of going to Big Daddy's, set up a hookah in the living room. We can smoke the hookah, have some microphones set up, and just do...
We have really sensitive pets, Paladin.
That's why we're doing it in the living room. Not in the room where the pets would be.
We'll think about it.
Or not even have to do hookah, but like I would love to have something like the hookah environment, even if it's just like having some beers.
Yeah.
But just hanging out with a group of friends and film it and just do a podcast like that.
Okay.
Because I feel like the conversations we get into are ridiculously hilarious.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that. The problem would be getting everybody together. I have a lot of ideas for stuff that I'd love to film with all of my friends, but the problem is getting all of my friends together to film.
Yeah. If we did have a hookah, we could have a lot of people over, and they would want to come over.
Did your mouse squeak, little buddy?
He did. It did.
He is way too tired to care, though.
He wants to play, but he's so tired. Anyway, I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls up into his own driveway.
Yeah, kind of like the Rooster Teeth podcast, kind of like the Off Topic podcast, just sitting around and just like shooting the shit every day.
Yeah.
I would love that. Thanks again for the help. Thanks again for the margarita zone. Maybe we'll get back there one day. If we do, It'll be my own damn fault.
Good one.
Joseph chuckles and drives away. Oh. I woke into my living room to find Amanda curled up under a blanket, groaning under the couch. Or groaning on the couch.
Panda, you feeling okay?
Dad, I have a tummy ache.
You ate so much food.
She did.
Eat too much youth group food?
I drank too deeply from the well of life, and now I pay the price. And by well of life, I mean that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer juice and sherbet. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan.
I didn't make it out of camera. I'm just like, hey guys. Hi, Paladin Mill here.
Put your hand down.
No. How dare you?
I'm trying to help you.
How dare you? I will live with my own mistakes. You guys see this shit? This is the shit I have to deal with. She's too cute. She's too cute. Let's continue. Need anything, kiddo?
I swear to God. Can it even pick you up?
I think it can. Yeah, see, look, it can catch me.
Okay. A time machine that goes back approximately 2 hours in the past so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess.
I'll pour you a glass of water.
Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go?
Oh, I crushed it. Got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity.
A fair trade.
Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo.
Night, Dad.
Night, honey. On camera. Help! I need an adult.
I am an adult.
Fuck yeah, S rank.
Fuck yeah, S rank.
Fuck yeah, S rank. No. 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 Stop. Stop.
I pat it.
How dare you? Okay, I'm done with this bit. Please hit lap.
Yeah.
I emerge from the bottom of the depths of hell. We got no points in History Channel that time.
Hey, sleepy boy. Hey, sleepy boy.
I'm being really silly today, aren't I?
He's just watching the hell out of us.
He's not
I don't know.
That's your own fault.
Oh, yeah. Margarita's on 2 out of 3. Another jury night, another listless stroll through Maple Bay. I've really been bonding with the community at Jim and Kim's lately, so my strolls have been leading me there more and more. I swear if they had said
Jim and Nick's, I was like, holy shit, they know the barbecue place.
They're not allowed to do that, I don't think.
Jim and Nick's is a local thing. They wouldn't have them out in on the West Coast.
Really?
Yeah, they're like
They're
not local in the sense that like they're locally owned, but they are local in the sense that
oh, there it is.
there are not many of them other than it's kind of like Taco Casa is like only an Alabama
I love
thing.
Taco Casa.
Taco Casa is so fucking if you ever get the chance. Oh, Jim, so you look, Oddish has Jim and Nick's. Jim and Nick's is like awesome. The cheddar biscuits.
It's like
there
a destination location, I guess.
But if you ever have a chance, to come to Alabama in any capacity, you have to go to a Taco Casa. You have to. It's like going out west and not going to the real Whataburger.
Yeah.
I say the real Whataburger because there's actually 2 Whataburgers.
We have a Whataburger.
There's the one that we're gonna have, and then there's the one that literally only exists on the West Coast because all of the beef from the real Whataburger comes from California.
We're gonna get to go to Whataburger in maybe a couple months.
Yeah.
By a couple months, I mean it just opened last week, and there's lines around the building.
Yeah, there's no fucking way
and
I'm
not
going
fucking
right
waiting
now. I'm not fucking waiting.
I'm not waiting 2 hours for a fucking burger. Peter, the man from the bank, Keith from down the street, Evelyn, who I saw at the deli that one time, and guy whose name I think is Carl, are basically members of the family at this point.
Guy who I think is Carl.
In fact, I heard Neil, the surly bartender, mentioned that tonight is Keith from down the street's birthday, and that he'd have to get that little guy a little cake for his special day. I think it was probably just being a dick, but I head to the bar anyway. The mere possibility of cake is strong enough lure. I I step inside just in time to see Neil starting to clean up a cake tray with pink icing outline. Huh. I guess it really was Keith from down the street's birthday, and I missed it. I sit down and order a beer. Oh, here we go. As I sit down at the bar, I notice Mary from next door sitting in the corner of the room, drinking alone again. She must be having a rough day. She seems so weary and sad. She's been doing this more and more often lately. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker?
Say hi or keep watching the game. This is my role.
Okay.
It's an even roll. I get to do it.
I don't know what I
odds.
want. I don't know what I want. Evens or keep watching the game.
All right. 8. We keep watching the game.
Okay. Okay. I do a bit of space work, pretending not to notice Mary, and instead focus on the Quippy Man Cave slogan on the wall. I can't tell if Mary completely buys it, but I think my performance is a job well done.
You're dead, Oddish? I'm sorry.
Same. I managed to keep my eyes glued to the game despite the guilt sweat accumulating under my collar. Just when the coast seems clear, I feel an ominous tap on my shoulder.
You're dead inside. Okay, I feel less bad. We're all dead inside.
Same.
We just pretend to be happy.
I have some chocolate fork.
Oh, I forgot we had chocolate fork. I forget the chocolate fork is here.
Look, the thing. I already read it.
Chocolate fork. It's getting small now.
I know. I get chocolate stuck between my teeth, though. Maybe I shouldn't ask for chocolate fork anymore.
Chocolate fork needs to maybe be, like, dissected into small chocolate chunks.
Yeah.
But that defeats the aesthetic of chocolate fork.
You just melt it again and make another chocolate fork. You.
Hey.
Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph?
He's a great...
I'm so glad. I'm happy for you two.
Mary, I'm not...
I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Randy. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship.
Ugh.
You're a good friend, aren't you?
Sure. Yep, just a friend, or... I'm there when he needs me, Mary. Oh shit, we could be salty as fuck.
We could be salty as fuck,
Top
but we
to bottom.
still know nothing about it.
Top to bottom.
2.
Yep, just a friend.
That's funny. Joseph usually likes his friends to at least have a spine. Damn.
You don't believe in love or marriage? You've said that before.
Damn. Damn.
We can't all be as blunt as you are, Mary.
So you're an expert on my marriage now.
Doesn't take an expert to see that you two are miserable. I'm trying not to be an I'm not trying to be an expert on your marriage, or I'm sorry. Bottom to top.
3.
Doesn't it take an expert to see that you two are miserable?
Then what does that make you? We were miserable a long time before you started poking into our business, buddy boy. Don't come around thinking you're some paragon of empathy just because you got involved where you weren't welcome. Mary takes a long sip of her drink. This was a mistake.
Is that your long drink?
Yeah. You know, you're not really his type. I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out of Jim and Nick's without looking back.
She bought the brisket and left. Didn't even eat it. That cold son of a bitch. She was just here for the biscuits.
Welcome. You got that.
So that now officially means that Joseph is no longer a dateable option until we finish everybody's routes.
Okay.
So we're down to 4 choices. Craig, Matt, Robert, and Hugo. Are you?
I just found their actual correct answers for this.
Oh.
Say, hey, I'm there when he needs me, Mary. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I'm A-okay with being antagonistic towards Mary.
Okay.
If you want to play a perfect playthrough of this later, you can.
I might. Okay.
4.
5. Oh, 4. You're
4.
right.
We're
4.
down to 4.
Okay, here we go.
My fingers. How fast they're moving. Look at both of our fingers now. It's crazy.
Are you drunk?
I am 4 drinks in.
You're drunk.
Not that drunk.
Are you ready?
I'm a pleasant amount of buzzed.
4.
4.
1.
All right,
Craig!
Let's go,
our best
Craig.
friend. Let's fuck our best friend from college.
Hell yeah.
I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
You usually do the majority of this first part, so I'll let you do it.
Okay. All right. You're not gonna know what we're saying, but okay.
You can give me the spark notes afterwards.
Spark notes, okay. Let's move the mic so I can lean in. You guys ready for some shit showing? I wonder what Craig's up to Told you, shit show. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor? Let's catch up on like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. All of our lives suck, Oddish. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang out soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment. This could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages, and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Now we wait. And now we wait. I could show you the baby again. Or not. Perfect timing.
Was I summoned by Randy? I was purposefully loud there to piss off my roommates.
Why? Did they say something when you left?
No, just being loud.
That's fair.
Being loud and obtrusive because I can be. Anyway. Yo, Amanda Panda.
He's never like this when he hasn't had drinks in him. We don't know what we're doing. We exchanged one message with him. He replied, it's not going to be like our old weekend-long benders, but we'll have fun.
Okay. He's gonna make us work out.
Probably. I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece.
What you working on?
Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage.
That's a lot of dogs.
Huh? It's mostly dogs, yeah. What do you...
Copper mugs. Are they not in here
I don't know. Here's one.
I was gonna improvise me a drink real quick.
It's gross looking.
Okay, then I don't want that one. I'll go grab one really quick. I'll be right back. I could have sworn I had at least one more copper mug
I have
in here.
no idea where it is. It's in here somewhere. Just don't know where.
I might have actually taken them out already.
No idea. Hi, Stinker Sleepy Boy. I'll get him out just one more time. Just one more time.
Hi, Stinker Sleepy Boy. Look at him. Look at him. He's in a ball. He's in a little ball. He's all curled up. You like my mask? Do you like my mask, Stinky Sleepy Boy? I love him.
Don't we look cute together? I'm a good ferret mom. I'm a ferret mom and a parrot mom. I'm just a good mom.
He's trying to unmask you.
Don't unmask me, little man. Say bye-bye to Dad.
Bye, Pixel. You'll have a chance to come out of your cage after we're done streaming.
Okay. Go back to sleep, Stinker.
But Papa Paladin's gonna have a drink.
Put him in his little pirate ship. He has a little pirate. Oh, he's coming out of it. It's a little hanging bed. It's very cute.
If you ever get old enough to drink, Oddish, get a flask with its own cup.
It's very cool. Got a shot glass in it. It's pretty cool.
This is actually this is a double glass. This is a double shot.
Oh, it's still pretty cool. Do you need something?
Craig invited us to a softball game. Wanna go?
Oh. Wait.
I don't know if he did or not.
I think he did. Yeah.
I'll defer to your judgment.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Better to let him trick us than to not thank him for a job well done.
Oh, I dropped it. It's in front of you now. It's in front of you now. Right there. Good boy.
You fucked up. You done fucked up.
It had a top on it. Sorry, we're all over the place right now. Remember that
I'm
one
haphazardly
time?
making a Moscow Mule.
Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off the field crying?
And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up? Yes.
I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball.
Then why were you afraid of me? You said you were afraid of baseballs, not softballs.
Shut up, Dad.
So does that mean you don't want to go?
Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eye, determined. Ugh. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this.
Does not have enough vodka in it.
Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. Aww. So when do the kids start crying and running off the field?
You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right?
Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement.
I feel like I'm having, like... is Oddish a cryptid?
Probably.
I feel like I have to discern everything he's saying as some sort of, like, futuristic message.
I can never go to school. But I love Dream Daddy. Weeb shit.
Right?
They're cryptid.
Weeb shit. There's another weeb shit. 2 weeb ships. That must mean that the bridge down the street's gonna burn down, right?
Please. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest, as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing some jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot.
They call him Flapjack.
Flapjack was a good cartoon.
Flapjack, The Misadventures of Flapjack was a good.
Like, I didn't want to
Oddish
like
is from
it
the
because
future.
it was so
I
weird.
knew it.
Good.
Flapjack was definitely. You have his attention again. He fucking loves sounds. Don't tease him like that.
I'm sorry. He
You're
just
being
looks so
mean.
excited.
You know what? Hold on. You know what you should do?
What?
You should get his Kong toy. You should put a treat in it, and you should put it in his cage.
Okay.
So for those who don't know what a Kong toy is, I'll go ahead and explain it when you can find it. It should be under the.
Right here.
Yeah, it should be over there because that's where he hid it last. I know. I want to show it to him. So for those who don't know what a Kong toy is, it looks like this.
Oh,
It's
baby,
a little,
look
it's
how
a little red. It's a little red, like 3-ball thing. It's completely hollow.
Oh my goodness.
So you can see. Right there. And so what you do is you put the treat inside the toy, and then you actually can get it to like the 2nd or even 3rd layer, and it'll slowly fall out, but only after they mess with it a bunch. And it smells like a treat, and it drives them crazy. So I'd get it down to like the 2nd layer, maybe not the 3rd.
Too late.
All right.
Oh, yep. There we go.
He should still be able to get it out. But anyway, he really fucking loves when he gets to play with that.
It's in there.
As soon as he gets a whiff of it, he'll go crazy.
It came out. Better he hasn't eaten the last treat we gave him. Because it's sitting right next to him.
Yeah. That's most likely the one that fell out.
Oh well.
You might have pushed it all the way through.
Oh well.
Or it might have fallen out. Anyway, he's got his Kong toy now and he loves that thing.
He's cute.
Anyway, you said, I guess that's the mascot. You said read all that.
Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Ocelots are cooler.
Shut up, go Flapjacks. Check up on the bat. Oh, that's you.
I'm Weeb, and what's wrong with that? Boy, oh boy, what's wrong with that?
I feel like that's some children's book sounding shit. Anyway.
Joke up on the bat, Miranda.
Yeah, Miranda, square up!
How much do you know about softball?
Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic.
Keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun.
Shut up.
What are you willing to sacrifice to win?
Oh my god. Come on, Dad.
Bottom to top.
He's still trying to get it. I love it.
No, he fucking...
3.
3? Bottom to top says keep your
I
eye on
didn't
the
even
ball.
shake it. I hit it against my chin.
And also an eye on the bat. And the outfield and the other players. Just keep your eye on all the stuff simultaneously. In fact, sprout like an extra eyeball.
Nice.
Or 4.
Nice. We watched a couple of innings of softball. They aren't really ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig has trained them pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Keg stand Craig is good with children. Whoa. Amazing how hard they're hitting the ball, and no one has run off the field crying yet.
Amanda, dear, you have to let it go.
Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but misses with her glove and hits her straight in the forehead.
Oh, fuck.
But it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead.
Why are you pissed, Oddish? That's you.
See, it's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Oh, he's a
I
good
think my
dad.
friend Ian just showed up. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
How's thorium going?
Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off a roof and into the pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now.
I want to do that with my life.
Backflip.
I want
off
to
a roof
backflip
into
off-
a pool while shotgunning a beer.
Yes, please. And 2. I'll take 2. Shotgunning 2 4 locos while
my
backflipping
God.
into a pool.
You're gonna fucking kill yourself.
That's the plan.
Okay. Well, not my decision to make. I'm going to advise you to not.
You should try to stop me.
You're an adult. I can't stop you from doing anything.
This is a cry for help.
Okay, then please stop.
I need to know that people care. Why do you think I stream so often?
Aw.
That was also a joke. I don't care about other humans. No. No! No! Stop! I need an adult! Oddish, are you an adult? Can
I
you
am
help?
an adult.
Not you.
The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning.
The fuck did your mom take you out of school for? Why the hell would your mom take you out of school? That seems very irresponsible.
The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating a fistful of grass.
That was me, except I wasn't eating grass. I was playing with ant piles.
Batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. ...
You're a kid?
I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda is holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball.
You're a kid, it's kind of a long story. Alright, well if you don't feel like sharing it, that's perfectly fine.
Public school. We know exactly what the problem is. It's public school.
Public school is kind of shit.
Public school is shit. We know exactly what your story is.
I went to private school for the first 2 years of my life.
Okay, well, I never went to private school, and public school is shit, so I know how much you have a problem.
I went to private school because the public schools in my area were literally the worst because I was in the inner city of Atlanta. But then I moved to a more rural area, really more of the suburbs area, I guess. I moved to a suburban area that had better schools, and so I started going to the better schools in the public school area. And then I was in public school since then.
I was relentlessly bullied from 4th to 10th grade.
People tried to bully me, and then I punched 2 or 3 of them in the face, and then they stopped trying to bully me.
See, bullying with girls is not physical.
Oh, I know, it's psychological,
So,
but
yeah.
there was a lot of psychological shit with the guys as well. It just turned out that none of them really liked getting punched in the face.
I only ever hit one kid, and that was because he called my
Oh.
friend a fat whale. And I'm not standing for that shit.
My old friend Jake Henniger liked my stream. Thank you very much,
Cool.
Jake.
I saved you.
I miss the old days in Summerwind.
I saved you. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball.
You did it, Amanda!
I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything.
Run for president.
Amanda and I share a big hug. It's
Please,
a tender...
you have a better chance than most of anybody else in the Republican Party.
Why is she a Republican?
I'm not saying she's a Republican. I'm just saying she needs to run against whoever the hell might end up in the Republican Party. Because at this point, it's very clear the Republican Party does not stand for any true values.
Yeah.
They literally are just told who to vote for and they vote for them.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's kind of the same on both lines, but you can at least see what the difference between Hillary and, what was his name? Old
Bernie?
Dude? Yeah, Bernie Sanders. You can see at least there where, like, the Democrats actually vote based off of what they want, not who their conglomerate tells them to vote for. That's why Hillary didn't win, is because nobody wanted Hillary versus...
Hillary didn't win because the Electoral College voted for Trump. Hillary got the most votes. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood.
I'm proud of you, kiddo.
The game ends and Craig's teams are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands.
Oh.
Good game. Good game. Good
Good
game.
game.
Good
Good
game.
game. Good
Fuck
game.
you. Good game. Good
No,
game.
it's always, it's, you walk with the,
Yeah. Good game. Good game. Good game. Yeah. The one person that you do this to. I'm going to tell me story. Well, Oddish, why don't you go tell your story?
We already had the pirate date.
I'm going to tell me story, and it's going to be a grand adventure.
Great job, everyone. We will
I
go
guess
to...
you can just read my lines now because
You
I'm
will-
too busy entertaining everyone and making this a good video.
I want
CPQ.
to see the game. Okay? I want to see the game. Even if nobody else does, I want to see the game.
I just lost the game.
Thank you. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some other parents.
Greg, great work, man.
Oh.
Thanks. I've been working hard all season to get to, and it's great to see it paying off. So proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Yes, we have. We saw them at the church bake.
Hello.
Hey, killer playing out there.
Yeah, you guys rule.
Oddish was in a good school, but then I had an opportunity to go to my old school. So I went to the school that I was lying about me addresses.
Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel.
Without hesitation, the cold bitch.
Which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me.
Ah.
Good looking out.
Eh?
You guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad. When people get mad, I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will...
No. We will talk about this later.
Oh, baby is sleepy.
Yeah, that baby is about to fall asleep. Randy, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Sounds good.
Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah, pizza. So we wanted to see his old friends. So you faked your address to go to your old school. To see your old friends. I can understand that.
That's fair.
I left a lot of friends behind on the multiple occasions that I moved. I found out that my friends moved and one died from bone cancer.
Oh.
Yikes. Leukemia is no joke.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Mom didn't care. Mom didn't care, I assume.
That sucks. Sorry, friendo. Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Those twins are cute.
They are precious. She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look to you.
Look how fucking done Craig looks.
Yeah.
At this shit. It's like,
Please,
bro,
please, I'm so
I'm
gay.
trying to hang out with my best
Please,
friend from
please, I'm so
college.
gay.
Can you not do this right now?
Please, I'm so gay. Please stop.
Ardish was alone because his friends either moved or died.
We're here.
We'll always be here. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Most Saturdays.
Faking my dress at the one I was leaving. Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay. Struggle.
All right. Is it cool if my bro comes along?
The mom looks slightly put out by her, but covers it up with a smile.
She is macking
she's
so
awake.
fucking hard.
Oh, baby's awake. River's awake.
It with a bubble.
Spit bubble. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place.
Thirsty's Pizza?
I love her.
Look, it's Thirsty's Pizza! Where's my phone?
I love it so much. This bitch is pretty thirsty.
This shit's
I mean,
not...
look at Craig.
More than half...
Tell me you would not be thirsty for Craig.
Craig is the kind of guy that I would sit around going, see, how the fuck am I supposed to compete with that?
Okay, no. Single mom. Are you not thirsty for Craig?
Yes, he has 3 kids and he does it well and he's athletic as fuck.
Exactly.
So yes.
Thirsty single mom.
Then 3 incidents happened. My mom said bullying. And then there was bullying.
Yep.
And then she rested on the 7th day.
Oh dear. God damn it.
I have now turned your mom into God.
Please. Please.
Please
An
stop.
endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig.
Since my principal held me to talk, I missed my bus and...
Excuse me.
Well, Oddish,
Excuse me again.
we're waiting.
Click the button. Wait, you didn't read it. Oh, sorry. It reminds me of all the pizza we used to put in ourselves back in the day.
Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside?
Oh my god.
Ah, pizzacos. I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us.
Paladin. Pizzacos.
Don't.
Pizzacos.
Don't.
Pizzacos, Paladin.
You. Oh,
Him play. Him play.
God, his mouse.
Him play. But Pizzacos, Paladin.
Mom was pissed because I lived 2 miles from the school.
Yeah, we had to fake our address one time too because we lived less than 2 miles from the school.
Oh, the good old days.
The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza.
That reminds me of the fact that I had the highest score in Galaga at my local Beef O'Brady's as a child.
But Paladin. Pizzacos. Pizzacos.
A little bit of throw up came up with that one.
I'm sorry. At least you didn't have what happened to me the other night.
There's the other bottle cap opener.
The Sailor Moon one?
Yeah, because I've been using this one all night.
I thought you just wanted to use that one.
No, I couldn't find it.
It's right in front. Okay.
Shh, this was over here
Couple
when we
slices
started.
mediocre pizza.
Can you see it right now?
No, I can't. You're right. I'm sorry.
Always right. Except for when I'm not. And then I'm not right.
Which is like less than 25% of the time, I hate to admit.
But I will admit when I am wrong.
He'll pretend that I'm right sometimes, which makes me feel better.
The arcade and the toilets is in the same place.
That happens though.
What if you have to put 25 cents in to use the restroom?
That would suck ass. That happens in Europe sometimes.
They
don't have toilet paper.
I do that shit in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I literally create it so that there's literally a walk path between both of the bathroom, or the bathroom and the drink place. And then they pay and they buy a drink. And then they pay to use the restroom because they got nowhere else to go. And then they pay to buy a drink. And then they pay to use the restroom because they got nowhere else to go. And I just rack up money that way.
That's terrible.
I never have good parks. I should
have
play
great parks.
I need to play Roller Coaster Tycoon on stream someday.
I love
that would be
Roller Coaster
fun.
Tycoon. Kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza.
Sorry to hear about that, Oddish. If you ever want to talk to us, we're always here. You can go ahead and, if you want to join the Discord, you can actually find a link for the Discord in the chat below.
Baby is sleepy.
And I can usually respond to shit there.
Baby is sleepy.
Hey, give me a pizza that.
No, absolutely not.
Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here.
That baby.
Thanks for, dressing the issue, Amanda.
Dad. A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day how great you are.
Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own.
It's been
been so hard since Daniel
Martha.
left. Martha's thirsty too. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, dude.
Baby. I love the baby's face changes every time he does. Craig holds his fists up for a fist bump with the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here.
Creative version, tag team with Amanda or smokescreen Martha.
I love all of them.
I want to know what smokescreening Martha is, top to bottom.
3.
Thank you very much, roll of the dice.
All right, we're going back to my wingman days. I gotta run the blocking play.
So, Martha, it must be lonely without Daniel. You know, I happen to also be an eligible single father.
I woggle my eyebrows at her.
And they abuse the power they have and make me watch their kids for free.
The struggle.
Basically child labor.
Call somebody.
Or just refuse to do a good job.
Yeah, do a bad job. They won't ask you to watch anymore.
Yep.
Let
Either do a bad job or refuse to do a good job until they pay you.
Yeah.
If they're gonna force you to do shit, then you have to understand that price equals quality. If they're not spending any money, they get shit quality.
Yee.
Yeah, you'll watch their kids and make sure they don't kill themselves. But who knows if they get into the liquor cabinet.
Make sure the children don't actually get hurt, but let them run wild. Let them run wild.
Find out what their parents don't want them to do that is not going to hurt them. I.e., my parents were forced to watch some kids for some people during a church campout. Found out that the kids were not allowed to have sugar. Guess who had s'mores for the first time that night?
Aww.
They were given s'mores and soda and sent back to the parents, hyper as fuck.
That's amazing. I waggle my eyebrows at her. Pass. I remember that working better in the past. She turns her back on me and talks to Craig. So, I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover?
Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right?
Oh, of course. But I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for the gold.
Bro.
Actually, it'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River. But thanks for the invite. No, they're poor so they literally can't pay me. And they're babies.
Oh, yeah.
Then what is there to do? First off, why are they leaving their babies with a child? Not to say anything about you, Oddish, but you said it earlier to yourself. You are, yeah. But you did say earlier that you yourself are a child, so...
I mean...
Why are they leaving babies with a child?
Depending on the age of the child, kids can start babysitting at 11.
I understand that, but simultaneously, it just feels
I was
like...
part of a safe sitters class, and the safe sitters guide said that you can start babysitting safely at 11. You shouldn't have anyone under 6 months old until you're 15, but you can start babysitting at 11.
When I was 12, my 16-year-old babysitter showed me her bra.
What?
It was as a joke because she was doing... Apparently there was a thing at the time where it was a thing that the high schoolers were doing where they were like doing a dance that they were talking and they were slowly raising up their shirts. And I didn't understand what was going on at the time because I was like... I think I might have actually been like 6 or 7. Because by 12, my parents were just letting me be at the home by myself. I was 6 or 7 when we were hanging out on the trampoline and her friend had come over and they were doing whatever. But safe to say, I had a very strange childhood. And I grew up very, very horny because of that. And I didn't understand what that meant. But yes.
There.
That was what I grew up with.
There. What's the next line, Paladin?
It's ... from Craig. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into the coin slot.
Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine! I swear if we have to buy it! Martha storms off towards her kid.
She seems nice.
Oh.
Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right?
Tiffany, don't eat the tokens!
Tiffany, eat the tokens.
Tiffany,
They're actually
eat
chocolate.
the tokens.
Tiffany's a stellar hitter.
Phew. I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now.
Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope.
Dad!
They're so cute.
They are so precious. Must protect. Hey, girls.
Hey, girls.
Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR?
Hey, Oddish.
We told Airyana's dad you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help?
Oh, man.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore.
But Dad! Craig looks at me like a
Are they
hurt
making
puppy.
him play DDR because he's Asian?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy.
Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college.
I feel like we might be a third wheel here.
There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices.
You're right. Wanna drop some coin on pinball?
You know it,
Pinball in years.
right? Amanda and I pull up to a machine that feels pretty hot and get ready to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me could never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine.
Pinball wizard, you never miss a trip. The pinball wizard's got such a something, I don't know the lyrics.
I don't know it either. And immediately she gets multiple.
How do you think he
Looks like
does?
she takes
I
after her
don't
father.
know what makes him so good.
Looks like she takes after her father.
You're pretty good. What makes her so good?
Don't patronize me.
Hey, I was just trying to pay you a compliment.
Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. He's asleep. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine.
Yeah, we went to college together.
Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. So, do you know if he's, like, available?
I don't know if I honestly don't know if I could say.
Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Because it's just... It seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt.
Motherfucker.
You stone harpy. What? I said, I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings.
Amanda.
Hey!
Bro. What's going on? Now's our chance. If we get out of here now, we're stuck for the... If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night.
I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place, finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. She knows they going on a date. Why wouldn't she take the baby?
Back to the story. I hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second.
River burps.
Well, almost to myself.
Oh.
Hold up.
Craig walks over to the trunk in his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball.
Oh.
Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure.
Me. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth.
Oh.
I have a cooler in my car that we could grab. There's only juice boxes in there, but there's only juice boxes in there. Now I'm a slave. I can't be in school. I haven't life because I don't have anyone. So here's what you can do.
Call the police.
If you've got a computer,
Which I'm assuming you
download
do.
OBS. With OBS, start streaming whatever you can put on it. If you don't have a computer, you can actually stream straight from a mobile device. Know plenty of people that do it. Just stream whatever mobile game you have on your phone. Just start doing that.
Stream dating games.
As a younger person myself over the last 5 years, whenever I was particularly lonely, streaming really helped me because It may be a while before people show up, but people will eventually watch your stuff. It really helps kind of like if you're kind of by yourself doing that. It also helps you can, you know, make kind of a bit of a community online and chat with people and hang out with them that way. That's how I met Ari. Ari and I started because we both enjoyed recording videos on YouTube, and we became kind of lifelong friends after that. I'm suicidal, so thanks, Mom.
Big mood.
Big mood.
Big mood.
Choose life. Always choose life. If you need to, find your local suicide hotline for real.
We actually just talked about this earlier. How I had to quit working at Chick-fil-A because it almost drove me to suicide. No joke. Imagine that exit interview. You can't just tell your boss, hey, I can't work for you anymore because you're driving me to suicide.
But in all seriousness, suicide is a temporary fix to, or is a permanent fix to a temporary problem.
Yeah. Might take a couple years, but...
You will eventually get better. I can say that with full confidence. You will eventually get better. It might take a long time.
Might take a lot of medicine. Might take a lot of therapy.
But you will get better. Suicide will make sure you never get better.
Yep. And if you're religious, it sends you straight to hell.
Before you die. Sorry, no, that's drugs.
No.
If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
If you're religious, that is the one unforgivable sin.
I know.
I learned that a few years ago, and I was like, well, you're not wrong. You can't ask forgiveness after you're gone.
Nope. But yes, if you don't know what I'm referencing, there's a drug PSA done by the guy that played the live-action Mario in the Mario Super Show, where Captain Lou, who said, if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
That is horrifying. You're not wrong.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
I don't know why I thought you were going to grab your melodica for some reason.
No, I'm grabbing vodka.
That's fair.
My melod vodka.
Atheist, that's fair. You don't want to try to measure it?
Fuck that.
2 shots of vodka.
I'm pretty good at estimating. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me.
That's a very good boy.
He's very quiet right now. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand. Wish I had vodka, but I'm only 13. I mean, you could find vodka. It's not that hard, but simultaneously, I did not drink until I was at least 20.
You should wait until you're at least 18. Your brain's still developing.
Also, vodka tastes fucking awful.
We don't take shots in this house. We don't take shots in this house. Alcohol is disgusting.
The best vodka is non-tasteable and added into a mixed drink, like a Moscow Mule. The only thing worth taking a shot of is golden rum.
I swear to God, this is the most watered down drink ever, and I love it because it's so watered down. That's how terrible alcohol is. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll drink a strong whiskey sour. I'm just not... It takes a second to make a whiskey sour, and I'm not really putting the effort in.
That's fair. That's why I made 3 at a time.
It was a feat of discipline, bro.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me.
I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin.
Ask about coaching softball. Ask about the business. Ask about the kids. That's enough for now. That is something divisible by 4, so that is my role.
All right, so
give me
2, 3, 4, 1.
2, 3, 4, 1.
Oh wait,
do you mean
4, 6, 8, 2.
4, 6, 8, 2?
Yeah.
All right. My mom is super religious, so I'm never going to find alcohol. CPQ's mom is super religious. You will find alcohol. Wait till college. You will find alcohol.
My first taste of alcohol was graduation night. It was the first high school party I had ever been invited to. And I was at that party till 3 a.m. The kids knew I had never drunk anything before this, so they were like, here, you can have half of this Smirnoff soda, but that's all we're allowing you to have. And so then, like, the other kids, they were like, wait, CBQ, you drink since when? I was like, since, 10 minutes ago?
And of course, they are now obligated to get you smashed.
Obviously. But, like, I took a sip of, like, 3 different types of mixed drinks, and they were all terrible, and I hated all of them.
My first real experience with alcohol where I got physically drunk was actually at, it was at a Halloween party that Katie threw, forever ago. I was dressed up as Joel. It
My
was
parents
like my first,
are anti-alcohol, too.
And the only thing that I really drank was, the only thing I drank throughout the night was, I was making, mixed drinks of vanilla Coke and vodka. Ooh. And I did not know a good mixture, so I had entirely too much vodka to my vanilla Coke. It tasted awful, but I was like, well, I'm not gonna throw it down the drain because that's a waste of alcohol. So I finished that off and was plastered the rest of the night. I was not driving, though. Christy, my sister-in-law was driving.
I was driving. I had half a bottle of Smirnoff. It was the original flavor. And I had 3 sips. One of Minute Maid Pink Lemonade and vodka. Minute Maid Pink Lemonade and tequila. And Minute Maid Pink Lemonade and rum. 1 sip of each of the 3.
The first and the last sound not terrible.
They had, like, very few options for mixed drinks. Mm-hmm. I hated all 3 of them.
I remember whenever I first started getting into a lot of, like, actual parties.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. I hope it's not gonna rain.
Even he sat up.
Hey, baby.
Whenever I first started drinking, like, whenever I first started going to actual parties, not just parties that I was, like, getting dragged to, but, like, parties I wanted to go to. Uh-huh. The big thing that I would always make is just, vodka Dr. Pepper, because that is a classic. Dr. Pepper and vodka, great mixed drink. Hard to go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I got really good at mixing just the perfect amount of vodka and Dr. Pepper to get you fucked up and you couldn't taste the vodka. And I got really good at that mix.
Tasting.
And that quickly became a thing of, like, I would drink, and then I don't know if it was just because the people didn't know me or what, but, like, a bunch of people started approaching me and being like, hey, can you make me a drink? Your grandma in South Carolina is an alcoholic, so I got shit there. Oh, okay. There you go. Neither of my grandparents drank, but they never drank in front of me. The grandparents on my dad's side smoked, and my grandparents on my mom's side were racist.
Hey, that's my...
Well, specifically, my grandfather was racist. My grandmother was never racist.
My family's so racist. I'm tired of hearing the N-word.
Dude, you're like 3 years out from actually being able to drive. You just fucking drive to South Carolina and get fucking wasted. Anyway.
Your grandparents will also love the company.
You said 4682?
Yes.
Okay. 2. So that's enough for now. It's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. They always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes.
Oh no.
I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in?
I don't know.
Have a great racist grandpa? I feel like everybody does at this point. Like, we're just at that phase where a lot of people's grandparents and like a lot of people's great grandparents and grandparents are still racist, but like the phase after that is like slowly, it's at least not overt racism.
Yeah.
There might still be some under the covers racism, but like overt racism is at least gone.
I've never heard either of my paternal grandparents say anything racist.
Same.
Ever.
I never saw.
Their children say the N-word all the time. Tired of hearing the N-word. White people don't need to be saying the N-word. Tired of it.
So the new manager that we got recently just walked up to us and said, "Man, this might sound racist, but," and I went, "I'm gonna stop you right there. Just don't say it. Just don't say it." Me and the head of strollers, who are pretty good friends at this point, we're kind of just hanging out, and when it comes to that stuff, we're both a bit socially liberal, and this guy just walks up. He's straight from Florida, and he's just like, this lady walked up, and she was talking to her kid, and she was just saying, stop, 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 and then she said, N-word, stop. And isn't that funny? He said he actually said the N-word, and we went, no, you don't say that. Even if you're repeating somebody, you don't say that. And then he was just like, but come on, isn't it kind of funny? And I was like,
sure. It might have been
sure
when
thing.
she said it.
Sure thing. You go ahead and believe that. And so he kind of just went on his own way, and I turned to the head of strollers and I went, does he know not to say that? He goes, I don't know. There's a lot of things the new manager's cool about, and he's a good manager, but he tries to be buddy-buddy in the worst ways. But anyway, ... Peace and quiet. That's hot.
That hot silence.
Yeah, that hot silence.
Bro.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Amen.
But more seriously, I would fucking love... My ultimate sexual fantasy is to sleep in on a Saturday and then be woken up with a blowjob.
Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Read the next damn line.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even have when I wanted to. There's no time. I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So, the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority.
Best dad. Best dad.
The right person will come along eventually.
Dad.
Hit softballs. Don't get hit on by moms. You're doing a great job.
Best dad.
Bottom, middle, top.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on Snapchat. I was taking a picture of the boy.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
2.
Bottom, middle, top. So that's
Middle.
bottom, middle, top. I guess is just bottom to top.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the fucking
Yay.
penises.
Yes, eggplant penises.
I have a question. Should I report my mom to the police and then be in foster care for a
No.
year? No.
No. Do not go into foster care.
No
Foster
matter
care, no matter how...
Unless your mom is physically abusing you to the point where you are fearful for your life every day you go home, do not go into foster care.
Because
It is
foster
worst.
care, you will be emotionally and physically abused. So unless your mother is physically abusing you, foster care is scarier.
Foster care is literally the thing where you go, yeah, I'd prefer hell over this.
Yeah.
Don't go into foster care if you can avoid it. Whatever your mom is doing, at 13 years old, it feels like your life is ruined. You got more. You got more time. It'll go away eventually.
Or sexual abuse. Physical or sexual abuse.
Yeah, if there is literally a point where you feel like there's nowhere else to go and it's just the worst thing in the world, maybe. But honestly, if it's just because, oh, there's this, that, and the other thing and I'm pissed at my mom, like, we've all been there. I feel like we've all been there.
My brother and I have actually talked about, should we call the police? And then we would thankfully decide no.
I feel like every child goes through that because it's just, I don't know.
Because you don't agree with your parents.
Yeah, but don't do that.
Foster care is not fun. You don't go into foster care for fun.
No. You don't go into foster care because you disagree with your parents. You go into foster care because you have no other choice.
Most foster parents take you in for the check that they will get.
Yep.
They're not there to provide a home for children that don't have one. They're there to get a check.
Or it's because I'm not in school. I mean, you should still petition to try and go to school. Like, go to your whatever.
Okay, but like, if you don't go to school, you are going to get put in foster care.
Yeah.
Do everything you can to not get put in foster care.
Talk to a truant officer. They can actually force your mom to put you in school if she's not providing you schooling. I'm legit about that. If your mom is not providing you schooling, talk to a truant officer. They will either force your mom to provide you school or you will be provided a school. There's no way that anybody can deny you education. Until you get into college, and in which case they can deny you.
That's your choice.
Yeah, nobody can deny you public education.
That's not even your choice. It's money's choice.
You don't have to rush it, man. Things will fall into place for you. Someday you're gonna find someone who cares about your kids just as much as they care about you. Bro, that's so sweet.
Bro, let's tell the world we're bros.
You're my bro.
Why'd you whisper? 'Cause you're my world, bro. Well, I'm distracted. I missed the softball and... hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along.
Sorry, dude.
Craig runs over to me.
How do you autocorrect nothing to both? I learned both. Both of what? You know, both.
Both. I need some Toblerone. Hey, boy. Craig runs over to me.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second.
Craig spends a moment examining my head.
It's worse than I thought.
Is he gonna flirt with us?
Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
Whoa.
You would be so lucky.
Mm.
Kissing is for the weak, I mean, and that was planned. Middle, bottom, top.
1.
I mean, I feel like I've earned at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you. Well...
Craig leans in and kisses my forehead.
Walk it off, champ.
Are the lights on the softball field really hot, or is that just me? I get up and
River
dust
is
myself
nonplussed.
off. River's so cute. River yawns.
Yeah, see, River is nonplussed. Hey, little buddy. You must be getting tired, huh?
Is River a boy or a girl?
I assume a girl. I had to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh?
We start walking back to the parking lot.
If I go to the officer, my mom says I will be put in jail because she says I don't go to school.
You won't be put in jail.
You won't be put in jail. Your mom will be in trouble because she is your guardian and she's not providing you.
She won't be put in jail immediately. She will be given a certain amount of time to put you in school, and if she doesn't, she will get, I think she will get a fine, and if she doesn't pay the fine, then she'll go to jail.
You will not go to jail. You will not get in trouble for going to a truant officer saying, I haven't been in school, please get me in school. She gives you religious books. Once again, please go to a truant officer and beg for going to school. If you want education, nobody can deny that to you.
Even if you don't want education, if you're a minor, you still have to go to education.
Yes, that's what a truant officer is for. Contact your local truant officer. You can find them on the internet. Find your local truant officer and talk to them. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by the helicopter? How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away.
She's
But
asleep.
the other side of...
She's asleep.
She is asleep. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them, like we were out for a stroll. No problem, Oddish. Don't let anybody take away your God-given rights.
Nope.
In America, we have a right to a certain amount of education, whether that be at least getting through high school and then starting a trade, but you're given that right. All children are. Take that as a right. Your mom can't force you not to be educated. Nobody can. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk to them for 30 minutes. You told them we were interested in joining the academy.
Hey.
And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? That actually sounds fun.
It does.
That sounds like a fun reminiscing.
We get back to
Sorry,
our cars.
I
Okay.
was not paying attention. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? I'd like that.
I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand.
Who still uses glue sticks?
I use glue sticks.
I use fucking contact cement now. Burning the midnight oil. Burning the midnight art oil.
I mean, she's not going to use contact cement for a collage. She's pasting magazine cutouts to a poster board.
You misunderstand the applications of contact cement. Everything can be contact cement.
Okay, but contact cement is more expensive than glue sticks.
That is also true.
Also, I use glue sticks for wigs.
That's true to like get the strands
Yeah,
together.
to get the
That
points.
makes sense. That makes sense.
And then you can wash them and restyle them.
I'd probably use small chips for scented candles so my hair would smell nice. You can cover them in the wax. But
Yeah. Oh well.
When will you end?
We were...
Eventually Ragnarok will happen, and then we'll all be fucked by the, what are they? The, ice giants? What are they called again?
No. Titans?
No, that's not what they're called.
Elsa.
Yes, Elsa. The Elsas. No, they have a name. What are they called?
I don't know.
Fuck, I used to know Norse mythology so well.
Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter and lip sync battles.
I'm gonna figure this out. Do the sharks lip sync or the shark hunters lip sync?
Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage.
Amanda, this is some good art. Looks as this good art. Look at this good art you made.
Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner, a giant pile of cash. And the other, it's...
The Jotun. The Jotunheim.
And the other, it's...
Or Jotun are the people. Jotunheim is the place. Amanda? Is that me?
Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future. And those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong, mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood.
Oh.
Whew!
Now you've done
That was
it.
one breath.
Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening.
Oh, Dad.
You did this with your good art.
She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye.
It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy.
Yeah, dude. The softball life isn't for quitters.
Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel?
I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often.
Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking?
Baby steps, Dad.
LOL True Tacos.
Pizzacos.
Pizzacos. I'm kind of excited about pizzacos now, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't finish the line.
Can you bring the pizza stuff or the taco stuff that you make for taco salad?
Yeah.
And I will buy the pizza.
Okay.
And we will make pizzacos.
Okay. I don't know what she said. I'm sad I don't know what she
Alright,
said.
I'm gonna hit the hay. I don't remember hitting the button more than once, sorry.
Okay.
Blue waffles and ham? Fuck that. Make it country ham and maybe. Country ham makes everything better.
Please just read your line.
Stop!
Please stop pointing at me and please leave.
No, give me your opinion on country ham.
It's good.
Thank you.
Please read your fucking line.
Take care of the late night television for me, alright?
I'll let them know you said hey.
Thanks, honey.
Managing debt is just part of being an adult. Date complete.
I refuse to go into debt.
Glad our parents paid for our college.
We had no dad points, but a shit ton of daddy points.
Alright, alright.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we got an A.
We had next to no sincerity, though.
That's okay. A.
But we got lots on the History Channel.
We might not get an
dude,
S, but A is good enough.
I feel like we could have done better in pinball.
Okay, well, do you want to go back then?
No.
Welcome.
None of that matters.
All right.
Dad.
Do you want to go on another date, or do you want to
9:43. It is late.
It is late. I have work in the
It's time for us
morning.
to go to the bed. I have to take care of Pixel in the morning,
Yeah.
who is
Out.
passed the fuck out in his
O-U-T,
bed.
out. It's not even in his bed. He's on the floor.
And the whole thing is his bed.
That's fair.
Anyway, we are heading off for the night. Thank you very much, everybody who came out to the stream today. We will
Emo Dad.
see. The thing is, we've already got 2 dates with Damien.
We can't date Emo Dad for a while now. And we might not even go for Emo Dad.
We need to get 2 hearts with every single dad before we date any new dads. Oh, he's got 2 already.
Alright.
Let's go who only
So
has
we
1.
have... What, we have 3
We
more
have-
left?
We
1,
have Craig, Matt,
2, 3,
Robert, and
4
Hugo.
more left. Alright, we got 4 more left.
And of those 4, 3 of them already have 1 heart.
Yeah.
So if we get a date with
we
Hugo,
have
Matt,
5
or Craig,
We
another
have
one goes down the list.
we have 5 more dates left, because that's 1, 2, 3... No, 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5
We have
more
5
dates.
dates left, and then we decide our final heart and get on and we actually get on a route.
Yep. The final
I'm
heart
excited.
will, of course, be decided by dice roll.
Yes, it will be.
But only after we
And no
have gone through
backouts. No backouts, no matter who it is. No backouts.
everything. Oddish really wants us to go for Hugo.
Hugo's been wanting us to go for Damien the whole
No, see, look,
time.
he said Hugo 4 times in a row.
Yeah, but he's been saying emo dad like the entire time.
Yeah, but he didn't know the rules yet.
That's fair.
We're gonna go through everybody's stuff, and then the final roll will
Yep.
happen after that.
Yep.
So if you want to be there for the final
I'm
roll,
glad we decided to do that so we do get to know all the characters.
every single bit of the characters, and then we get to go on a round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This has been CPQ.
Hi.
This has been
Dream Daddy, a dad simulator.
Yeah, Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Remember to vote for the JRPG in the poll below. It'll determine what we play next. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be in the description below. If you're on Twitch, it's going to be down there as well. If you're on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, make sure to go ahead and find that post I made just a little while ago. It's actually in the comments of that post. But yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.